back. Welcome back. I'm here with another video. A big shout out to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. Honestly, I am absolutely buzzing. It may not seem a lot to some people, but to me it's massive. That's a huge gain for me, and it's such a boost, you know. It really makes me want to get out there and do more videos. So thank you to those that have subscribed and liked my videos. Honestly, it goes a long way, guys. It really does. So thank you so much. So today, welcome to today's video. So you find me at this peaceful lake. There goes the fisherman. And it's a shame they've gone, actually, because I wanted to go through a shot that I've just taken with them. It was just a spare the moment thing. But I'm sure I can go through that with you, and I'll with what I've framed up already. But anyway, I'm by this lovely peaceful lake, and amongst this, surrounding this lake is woodland. It's not a large woodland. It's very small. It's very narrow, but it just goes right round the whole lake, and yeah, it looks quite interesting. So, like I said, I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be doing a shoot regarding grey dull days. Well, the sun's been peeking out over the last 10-15 minutes, which is why I've captured this boat with this particular scene that I've got lined up already. I had to get that shot quick before I started this video. So this was the first composition I saw. What caught my eye here, it wasn't actually the boat, the fisherman. That just happened to be there, and it just on the left hand frame of the shot, and it just balanced it out for me. But it was just this tree here that caught my attention. It's the only tree there with colour. And yeah, it just stood out. And the demonstration I was going to do today under cloudy days like this is searching for things like reflections, colour, you know, and not incorporating the sky. I wasn't going to incorporate the sky. I don't think I have incorporated the sky. But if you have a look on the back of the screen now, that is pretty much what I had in the frame. And that was actually my settings at the time, because the light did come out and it did actually hit that tree nicely, which is what I liked. And them cars were not there. I'm literally at the focal length of 200 or just under 200, and I've framed the shot up like this, so everything's pretty much half and half. So you still got the reflection. Yeah, we've got some movement in the water. I could put a longer exposure on that and then just minimize that, but you know what, I don't mind that so much. It adds some texture to the foreground, I suppose. Yeah, that was pretty much my shot. Now, my second shot. It was just a clean, simple, minimalist shot, and I don't know, I actually really like this. It just caught my eye. I just saw it there and I was like, oh, nice. The plan is I just want to simplify it. All I want is that with its reflection, and in the background everything else is just going to be grey. I might just overexpose it a little bit just so it's more white, and then it's going to bring out the darker sections of this plant growing thing that's coming out of the water here. So let me just show you on the back of the frame as to what it looks like. It just simplifies things, guys. Simplify things. So as you can see, the reflection is going to be dark, and obviously my settings at the moment, I'm at f5. Obviously I don't need an aperture. I could go f8, but then there's slight movements, and then I'm going to have to up my ISO. I don't want to be upping my ISO just yet. So I am starting to see they look like droplets, but they obviously some kind of insects in there that's making little bubbles. If I can grab that shot, that would be great. In fact, there's some bubbles there. That would be nice. Just gonna, I suppose that could add to a shot. It would be nice if it was in front of it. I will remove all of this grass and stuff here in Photoshop. I don't want that. I don't want no other distractions in there. Yeah, it looks it looks quite cool. It does. Again, it's not a typical shot that I take, but again, it's a shot, and it's quite a half decent shot. It's not an award-winning shot, but it's okay to be put on my portfolio. So yeah, so if that turns out all right, guys, here's the shot. I've just literally come around the corner, guys, and I found this nice little composition. I was just literally going to set myself up to do some B-roll walking around, and setting myself up, but I just saw this and it just caught my eye. And this is the thing, this is the key just here is, if you see something that captures your eye, work on it. Obviously I don't have the cloud, I don't have the conditions for woodland and obviously for this particular lake, but this composition works. I think it works wonders. So when it's dull days like it is today, it's just grey, it's just flat. Obviously the sun did come out earlier, but now it's just overcast again. There's no light at all. It's awful, and I'm glad it's happened, because it's opened my eyes up in regards that there is a shot to be had. You've just got to work on that composition, or that subject that's just caught your eye, and work on it. So what I've done is, if I turn you around, I have got this as my frame. Now I am currently, I've zoomed in, I'm on a vertical as well, so I'm not going to turn you vertical on this camera, but you'll see, and all I've got is just the top of them trees over in the far distance. So as you can see, I'm working with what I've got colour in the background, and I've got leading lines, and it's that makes this photo work. I've also gone low down as well, so by going low down, it's reducing obviously the water. So if I go higher up, you see the lake gets much larger. So I want to try and reduce that, and by reducing it, I'm coming down even more, and it's also creating more of a reflection. So if we look at the back of the screen, you'll see that there is my shot. So I'm shooting at f8, 1/60th of a second, ISO 320. But yeah, I think that kind of works. And it is about eliminating certain aspects of the photo as well. So in this case, instead of having a large lake, I've lowered myself down. I had obviously this walkway thing as my main, as a foreground interest, and then obviously the background interest is all to do with colour. Yes, ideally it would be nice to have some light over there, but you can't have it all the time, can we, eh? Can't have it all the time. Anyway, if it turns out all right, guys, in fact, there's actually a boat going into my frame right now, so I could potentially get that in the shot as well. So yeah, here's the shot. Hopefully you like that shot, guys. Yeah, something different, something definitely different. Oh, okay, I might have just found something else. As you can see, this is where you got to simplify things, guys. Because if you have a look around here now, it's a common thing with woodland. It gets it gets very messy. If you have a look at this here, and what's just caught my eye was there's a log. Amongst all of this, and that log, it's just literally caught my eye. So let's have a butcher's of what we can do here. So I'm by the log, and what's catching my eye is it's these leaves. They're brown. They're obviously, you know, they're not really the right colour. I'd like them to be yellow, but it works. It just works. So what we've got is we've got the dry texture, we've got the wet texture, and then we've got the leaf. That's sitting pretty much in between both, and that just caught my eye. It wasn't actually that leaf that to start off with, it was the actual log, but I did see the leaves around it, and I thought, yeah, great. Because another point with woodland photography, especially on dull days like this, is texture, and this is a perfect example. So let me spin you around. So I've gone right in at 200mm, and as you can see, obviously I'll get rid of the water. I'll probably just crop in, to be honest with you, on this image, but you can see where you've got the wet, the dry, and then obviously you got the leaf. I've slightly overexposed it by one stop, only because I can get some of the details in the shadows. But yeah, f8, 1/10 of a second, still at ISO. I'm at ISO 300, and I'm fully on 200, I think. Yeah, 200. Yeah, and that's my scene, guys. Look how messy and cluttered that looks. So if that's turned out all right, here's the shot. Changed my lens. I've changed my lens. So what I've done is I was just walking down this path, this trail, and the three elements that I've mentioned, which is texture, leading lines, and colour. I've just found all three. Just walking down this. Let me just turn you around. So I've gone for a vertical shot again, and what's caught my eye is this tree that I've now framed up nicely with the colours with these two here, and then we've got this leading line that goes across. So in a vertical, it kind of looks like that. That's the actual image I've just taken, but that's the actual shot just there, and I think that kind of works because not only have you got the colour here, you've also got the colour in this tree here. I know we've got white sky, you know, you can see all the white bits, which isn't ideal, but it kind of works. And we also have texture. Obviously, we've got the texture of the ground, we've got the texture of the, obviously the framing of the branches overhanging the path. I'm shooting at f8, so everything's good from obviously from here right down to the far end is going to be kind of sharp. It's going to fall off slightly, but we want it to fall off the sharpness because obviously our eyes are doing the same thing as well. So you kind of want that because you want the viewer's eyes to be, I want it to look at the branches. Oh wow, that looks nice. It's leading into the frame. You've got the leading lines down here. That's leading into the frame, and you've got the colour. And obviously, this is where we want the viewer's eyes. Don't care what's even in the background there. So yeah, f8's more than enough for me on here. So not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. So yeah. 1/30 of a second. There's, the branches aren't moving. There's no wind. Even if there was, I'd probably do a longer exposure to have that movement. It would just create that nice artistic feel to it. But again, it's experimenting, isn't it? I mean, we're not working with light. We've got nothing going for us, so we've got to compromise. So to make that image nice, if there's wind, then yeah, you're damn right I'm gonna have that on a long exposure with them wind, with the leaves blowing around, just to create that motion, just to create that drama. But yeah, quite happy with that. That's like 4 shots in a space of 20 minutes of me being here. I'm trying to set up B-roll and everything, but what's happening is I'm finding shots and it's like, oh, quick, let's get that. But yeah, it's going all right. I'm liking it. I'm living it. So yeah, if that's worked out, guys, then here's the shot. So we've highlighted 3 things here. So we've highlighted texture, colour, and reflections. Obviously, when you go into woodland, you may not have a lake, so obviously there's going to be no reflections there. But you've still got texture. You've still got colour. So another thing we could do, or another thing I would suggest, is using a longer focal length, so from 70 to 200 mil. By using that, you can really compress that image. You can really isolate a subject, which also that goes on to my next subject, which will be depth of field. Now, don't be afraid of using shallow depth of field, because it will go in your favour. 100%. So yeah, play around with your shallow depth of field. You can get really creative, and you can really get rid of the distractions that you come across in woodland photography. So yeah, I think they're the main 5 key things, to be honest with you, especially in grey, dull days. Although it's not looking so grey now, we do have a bit of blue sky. We've got some nice colour in the clouds now, and I say colour, but yeah, there's colour in them. Let me show you. Why long lenses, zoom lenses come in handy. We can really compress that image, make a really nice autumnal shot. Perfect. time to set this up. Didn't have time to set this one up. The composition I've got lined up now, it's a simple shot. What caught my eye was, what caught my eye was the reflections and colour. That is exactly what caught my eye. And sunlight. Sunlight hit over there and it just popped, everything just popped. And it just caught my eye. So I didn't even have time to set up this. I just wanted to get the camera ready because it was already out on the tripod, get it out, take the shot. Back at the screen. Ignore the settings now because then they're now going to change. What caught my eye was the colour, the reflection, and the subject. I think they all balance out quite nicely, in my opinion, maybe. There was a boat in the bottom right-hand thirds, and the sun just hit that. The sun hit that nicely. It was perfect, it was beautiful. So hopefully the shot's turned out all right. And if it has, here's the shot. Hopefully there's been some kind of inspiration to get out there on cloudy days, on, you know, days that we just don't want to, we look outside and we think, oh, what's the point? There's every point. You know, just keep in mind in what I say in regards to if there's no light and, you know, the conditions it ain't right, put your 200mm on, put a long lens on, do some macro, do some things, you know what I mean? You know, just look for stuff that I got texture, colour, leading lines. It'll really help with the creativity side of things. And this is what I tend to do on days like that, where I know I'm not going to get the perfect photo. I know I'm not going to get the nice sunsets, or, you know, I wake up in the morning, there's going to be no fog. I know that's not going to happen, but I'm still going to go out with my camera. So I want to be a big shout out to all of those that have liked and subscribed to my channel. Honestly guys, that means so much to me, it really does. I can't thank you enough. That's really pushed me to get out. And those of you that haven't subscribed, yeah, well, I'm new to YouTube, so I'm new to YouTube, so please come and follow me. Come and follow my journey, because I've got some plans coming up over the next few months, and I'm going to be traveling. And we're gonna go and have some fun. I'd like to take you along with me. So please do like and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.